Kunye. Legacy O. Ready to begin. There are 4 steps to character development here at Ignite Martial Arts. Structure, emotion, knowledge, and legacy. Structure is to have the discipline to obey what is right and follow the rules. Emotion is to have a positive attitude and a passion for life. Knowledge to apply what you learn here at Ignite Martial Arts to your everyday life. And legacy is being a leader and a strong role model for others. Turia, Kunye, A-T-A. All right, Ryan, how are you doing today? Do you have a good day?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to get right to work. We're going to go through our different kicking combos, 1 through 6 now. And then we're going to go through the leaders in life, talk a little bit about communication, and then we're going to work on Song 1. We have a new form I want to make sure you have memorized. You probably already have it memorized, but we're going to start from the beginning, go Song 1, Song 2, Song 3, and Song 4. Make sure you are ready to go. All right, so go ahead, face me. Let's go through our kicking combos. Step back, Claudia. So number 1, remember, is just that slide side kick. So let's do that 5 times, right? Ready, bounce. Keep it nice and loose. And 1, slide. Make sure you keep those eyes straight forward. Ready, 2. Good. Keep it up, Ryan. Ready, 3. And 4. And 5. And let's switch sides. So on the other side now, we're going to go through number 2. Number 2 is slide side kick, followed by back leg front kick. All right, ready? Hands up. Start bouncing. Ready? So 1, slide side kick, land, back leg, front kick. Good. So that's combo number 2. Let's do it 2 more times. Bounce. Ready? Go. Slide side kick, back leg, front kick. All right. Let's go through 1 more. Keep it nice and loose. Bounce. 5, side kick, back leg, front kick. All right, and number 3 now is slide side kick, front kick, round kick. We want to combo it all together. So ready, face this way, hands up, and go. Slide side, land, front kick, round kick. Nice, Orion, I like that pivot. Let's do that 2 more times on the side. Keep bouncing and go. Slide side, land, front kick, round kick. Excellent. And last one on this side. Keep bouncing, ready to go. Slide side, land, front kick, round kick. All right, so the opposite side now, we're going to go through number 4. Slide side kick, front kick, round kick, reverse side kick. When you do that reverse side kick, I want you to focus on the reach chamber, all right? Ready, hands up, go through 3 times. Ready, slide side, land, front kick, round kick, reverse side kick, reach chamber. Make sure you bring that reach chamber all the way back. Let's do it 2 more. Ready? And go slide side, land, front kick, round kick, reverse, side kick. You got it, Ryan. Let's go through 1 more time. Hands up. Ready, go. Slide side, land, front kick, round kick, reverse, side kick. All right. Number 5 is our inner crescent kick, reverse outer crescent kick. The main thing I want to see with this are your hips straight forward. A lot of people right now have their body sideways. So tell me, Orion, which one do you think is better? This one? Or this one? Which one do you think was better? First one or second one? Why? Why do you think? I'll do them again for you. Ready? So this is number 1, inner crescent kick, turn, outer crescent kick. This is number 2, inner crescent kick, turn, outer crescent kick. Say that again?
Number 1.
Number 1, right? Because where are my hips? Hips are forward the whole time. So I want you to really think about that as we go through number 5. Ready? Hands up. And inner crescent kick, go. Reverse, out. Keep those hips straight forward. Good. All right, how fast can we go now? Hands up, ready, go. Inner, turn, outer. Nice job, Ryan. Let's do 1 more. Hands up, ready, go. Inner, turn, out of. Sweet. Now, the last one we'll do on the opposite side is number 6. This is your inner crescent kick, turn, reverse side kick. So I want you to start the same thing with that good reaching. Ready? Hands up. And let's do this. Ready? Inner crescent kick, turn, reverse, side kick. Good, Orion. Do it again. Ready? Hands up and inner crescent kick, turn, reverse, side kick. And let's do one more though. I love you keeping your body up. Ready? Inner crescent kick, turn, reverse, side kick. All right. So let me see you set.
Yes, sir. Set.
And let's talk about our leaders in life. We're going to try and get through 8 today. See how you're doing with them. All right. So number 1, do you remember?
Positive attitude.
Attitude. Good. Positive attitude, right? We want to look at everything positively. Number 2 is what?
Facial expressions.
Facial expressions. Good. Number 3 is what?
Personal approach.
Good. Personal approach. Number 4.
Active listening.
Active listening. Number 5.
Thoughtful response.
Good. Thoughtful response. Number 6.
Integrity.
Good. Integrity in my speech. Number 7. I don't know if we talked about this one. Realistic compliment. So, realistic and specific compliment. You don't want to just be like, you're awesome. You want to make sure you give them a good compliment. And number 8. Do you remember?
Praise, correct praise.
Yes. Praise, correct praise. All right, let's go through those leaders in life again. I want to make sure you got them. So number 1 is what, Ryan?
Positive attitude.
2.
Facial expressions.
3.
Personal approach.
4.
Active listening.
5.
Thoughtful response.
6.
Integrity in my speech.
7.
Realistic and specific compliment.
Good. And number 8.
Praise, correct praise.
You got it. All right. So in a second, when you start teaching, I'm going to make sure you go through all of those when you're taking you through it. Now, let's talk about communication. That's your new life skill, right? So what does communication mean, Orion?
The link between the world and me.
Easy peasy, right? The link between the world and me. Level 1, say the look. So the look is the level 1. We want to make sure we look confident through the whole thing. Number 2, do you remember, is what you or how you listen. How well you listen and how good you are at listening right away, right? Like with your parents. If your mom or dad asks you to do something, you want to do it right away. If your parents ask you, if your friends tell you something, you want to listen to them so you can remember. That's how you're going to keep good friends. And number 3, do you remember, is how you speak. We want to make sure we speak confidently, so we use our proper words like please, thank you, excuse me, may I, all those different words. We want to use whenever we ask someone something. We want to make sure we have good speech, and then we look them in the eyes with that. And the last part is leading, which you're doing a great job of. Whenever we're in class, you're always working hard. When we're on Zoom, you're always training hard. Those are great ways to show how to lead. So I want you to think right now, what's one thing you do every day to show a good piece of communication? Let's talk about the way you look. What do you do every day that you think can make you look confident? Do you like your hair? You're like, I think I look good. My hair gives me so much confidence. Or what do you think?
Yeah, I wake up every day and I look at myself and I say I am a beautiful person. I love my hair.
Good. That's a great way. Just making sure that you know you're awesome because you're so strong. You're a black belt. We're gonna make sure you look confident with everything you do. So number 2 now, Ryan, what's one way that you show good listening skills when you communicate with people?
When somebody asks me about something, I give an answer. I give an answer.
Good. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to hear. And what about number 3? What's one word or one thing you do to always show good encouragement or make sure you're speaking strongly? Number 3 is all about the way you speak. So what do you think? Are you really good at looking people in the eyes? Are you really good at speaking with confidence? Are you really good at using your manners like please, thank you, you're welcome, all those? What do you think?
Well, I know whenever I talk, I always look people in the eyes instead of looking back or whatever.
That's awesome. That's a great way to show good communication. Oh, what about the last one, leading? What do you think? How are you showing being a good example and how are you leading? Being a good leader for your sister, in the studio, for your friends? What do you think?
Well, when my sister needs something done, then I always try to help her. And then
Good. That's awesome. So those are all different pieces of communication. It's really, really important as you get older. So now let's get into song on 1. I know you probably have it all down, but we'll still talk about it. Make sure it looks nice and clean. And then we'll talk about teaching and go through some emotion quadrant. All right? Let's do this. All right, Orion, go ahead. Face me and Julie for song on 1. I want you to go through it as strong as you can. I'm going to check it out, and then we'll go from there. Ready? Go.
yeah.
All right. Well, Ryan, your song on 1 looks outstanding. I'm going to touch up a couple little things. I want to work on the flow of it. So if I'm doing song on 1 and I go like this, let's say I do the song on 1, sir. I put my hand and I go 1, 2, 3, 4. It all looks pretty strong, right? But if I do the same exact thing, but I do it like this, I junbi, I prepare, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, I was just a little bit quicker. I put some combos together. So that's one thing I'm going to try and do with your song on 1. I think that's going to help make it a little bit stronger. Do you know how many moves are in song on 1? Do you know how many moves are in song on 1, Ryan?
18?
Oh, he's got it. Say 18, sir.
18, sir.
Remember, I want you to communicate that you're confident. And do you remember the meaning of song on 1?
The seed has been planted.
Good. And what's the meaning of song on?
Pine tree and rock, sir.
You are the man. All right, Orion, let's go through your form again. So ready, Jumbi, song on 1, sir.
Song
So
1, sir.
these first 2 moves, I want you to think about speed. So step forward, do a fast high block, and instead of preparing, I just want you to go boom, go straight to the punch. So you're still using that reaction force, right? You're pulling back that high block. So it's like you're doing it the same way. Ready? Do it again. Jumbi.
Song 1, sir.
Ready? Hand up and step forward, high block, punch. That was much better. Now do the next 3 moves for me. Ready? So take it from there, go. Good. You see how much faster that was? That was outstanding. So I want you to do the whole first segment, and then we'll go into the next section. Ready? Tumbi. Song 1, sir.
Song 1, sir.
And go. All right. Prepare on bottom and keep going. Muscle block. Show the good pivot.
Yeah.
And nice, Ryan. One, and then same thing. Step forward. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan, that was outstanding. Step punch. But yeah, that was perfect. So let's talk about your teaching now. So when we teach, there's 3 different things that I'm going to be looking for. So number 1, communication, right? I want you to teach me about communication. Right now, we're talking about the way you look. So you can say, Mr. Jark, is your chest up, chin out? You can say, do you have your eyes on me? Remember, that communicates a lot of confidence. Excuse me. You can talk about body posture. You can talk about the way you look when you do a move. Are you key-upping? All these different things. We just want to make there that everyone looks confident. Number 2, I'm going to be looking at your leaders in life. So are you teaching them to have good facial expressions? Are you teaching them about correct praise? You teaching them, whenever you're teaching me, I'm thinking about all those leaders in life. What can you do to teach me one of them? And then make sure that you're enforcing it. And the last thing is emotion. Do you remember your emotion quadrant? Eye contact, or commanding voice, eye contact, peek and pace, smile, all of that stuff. We're going to talk about that right now, and then we'll get to it in the class. So number 1 is what?
Contact.
Eye contact. I know it's weird when you're looking through a camera, but do the best you can to look at the camera rather than if I'm looking at my screen. It doesn't look like I'm looking at you, right? But I am. But if I look here, now it looks like I'm looking straight at you. So try and think about that when you're teaching. Number 2 is what? Commanding voice. So don't just be like, okay, step back and yell. Be like, oh, Mr. Jark, step back and yell. Oh, yeah. You're commanding me to do something. Number 3, though, is what? Peek and pace. So after you command me to do that, Mr. Jark, step back and yell. Today, we're going to work on speed and our kicks. Ready? 1. So I brought it up, brought it down so we could talk about it, and then I brought it back up. Number 4 is what?
Smile.
Smile. I want you to be smiling. After, be serious, and then after they do the round kick, wow, that was awesome. Make sure you're smiling. You still want to be happy. Remember, especially when you're teaching, I want you to inspire all the Tigers or inspire the Karate for Kids. You're awesome at Taekwondo, Ryan, and I want you to really think about inspiring them. That comes from just having fun, smiling, and rocking the classes. And the last one to think about, do you remember number 5? It's after smile. Facial expressions. So and that goes hand in hand with smile. When I'm doing it, look at my facial expression. Am I smiling too? Do I look serious? Try and gauge the class. If let's say you're teaching and everyone's like, oh, so tired. If everyone looks like that, maybe you should slow down the class a little bit. Do something fun to lighten the mood. But if everyone's really happy, they're smiling, they're having a good time, then keep doing what you're doing. So there should be a little bit of both of them. So what's the first thing I'm gonna look for? Communication, looking at those different pieces, making sure you say it at least once. Number 2, I'm gonna look at the leaders in life. Make sure you got that. Number 3 is I'm gonna look at the emotion quadrant for the legacy quadrants. All right, so I'm gonna have you teach Song of One, Ryan. Do the best you can, just take me through the form. You can pick an attribute to work on, but let's go through Song of One. Make sure you got that down. Teach me, or go through the whole form like 2 times. All right, let's go.
Today we are going to be doing Song of One. Now step back and yell, Kia!
Hiya!
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Junbi for Song of One.
So if that's okay, you can still have me step back. That's perfect. Have me do some front kicks right in the beginning. Be like, okay, step back and yell. What? You got me pumped up. And then be like, today we're gonna work on front kicks. We're getting ready for Song of One. We gotta warm you up. Just have some fun with them. You can keep going.
On the...
All right, yeah, you can go from there. Song of One, sir.
Say Song of One, sir.
Song on one, sir.
Put your right arm over your head.
Yes, sir. Ayah.
Now aim and punch. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about mirroring me, Orion. Just go through and do, I would just go through and say your right leg or your left leg. Because it's hard to mirror. Do it again. Let's start over.
Okay. Now jump me for song on one.
Song on one, sir.
Put your right arm over your head and high block.
Ayah.
Move your left hand and punch. Now tap your right leg right here. Now chamber, front kick. Now we're gonna do a low block. Low block and land the front kick at the same time. Low block, aim with your right hand, step forward, punch. And good. So,
Yes, sir.
set.
Yes, sir. Set.
During our form, we want to have the right facial expressions. We don't want to be, yay, I'm defending myself. I'm defending myself. Because if it was a real situation, you wouldn't want to be smiling.
Yes, sir.
You want to have good intensity. You want to have intensity instead of smiling on your face. So you want to be.
Yes, sir.
So let's say on the song one first.
Yes, sir. Song on one, sir.
Make sure you have your eyebrows down. And then high block, aim, punch. Now front kick, low block, aim with your right hand, and step up punch. Set.
Yes, sir. Set. All right, Orion, you're doing a really good job on the leaders in life. Doing a great job on the emotion. The only thing I want you to try and teach is try and teach me something about communication. You said facial expression, right? So then talk about, remember, what do we communicate? And I want you to communicate with your look. You're communicating that you're confident, that you're going to rock this form. That'd be a good way that you could talk about communication. Ready? Keep going.
Now when you're doing your form and you're presenting it in front of somebody, you want to show them good communication in your stances, your body posture, and your strength. So
Yes, sir.
say I was doing song on one.
Song on one, sir.
You don't want to do that. That doesn't look cool. It doesn't look like you have any intensity, and it doesn't look like you're confident. Now say we do like this.
Woo.
So this is way better. You have the eyebrows down, you have good strength, and you have better stances. You don't want to be all over.
Sure.
Now let's do song one, the first segment one more time.
Yes, sir. Song on one, sir.
And step up, high block. And with your left hand, punch. Now front kick, low block. And with your right hand, step punch. And now set.
Good. Yes, sir. Set. All right, Orion, that was perfect. I'll end you right there. You see how you talked about communication? You taught me something. That was exactly what I wanted to see. Are you excited to start teaching or assisting in classes when you get back? You should do awesome, sir. I could totally give you a little group and you could take them through one of the forms. That's why we're going to get back to working on those lower ranked forms again. So this week we're going to focus on Psalm 1. In a couple weeks, we'll focus on Psalm 2 and 3 and 4. So I think you'll have no problem with it. All right, Orion, well, I got to get ready to start Tiger class. You going to do black belt class?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I'll see you in a little bit, sir. Great job. Bye, Orion.